This week, me and my friend Damien flew all the way from London to Switzerland to do some testing for one day at the Rembrandt Clinic. I did some strength testing for my shoulders and arms, and I also did a full 3D biomechanical analysis of my technique, which included me playing tennis like this. So watch to the end to see that. Yes guys, so today I'm going to be going through lots of different tests, including strength testing, a 3D biomechanical analysis. This is all to help me build a program which is going to get me fitter, stronger, and more injury-free. They're going to show me what areas I need to work on specifically to make sure that I'm not getting injured in the long term. And yeah, let's jump in. I arrived there, as you can see, fully loaded with my suitcase still in hand, and we got to work straight away with a 5-minute warm-up on this water rowing machine, which was actually a lot harder than it looks when you try and do it for 5 minutes at about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Come on, Felix.
I'm just spinning.
Come on.
For the last 25 seconds.
We're going to fly all the way to Basel for you to tank the warm-up.
And after the warm-up was done, it was time to get ready for the strength training. The first thing they did was mark on my body where exactly they had to place the electrodes to measure the electrical impulses through the muscles whilst I was doing the strength testing. So they strapped me up in this massive chair, which looked a little bit daunting. I felt like I was about to go on a space rocket, but it was just that I was locked in and ready to go. We did some practice goes to see the range of motion within the movement to make sure that it was all comfortable and that I was able to do it. And this is what the actual force graph looked like. On the left, you can see me going up, and on the right, you can see me going down with my arms. And as you can see, it was quite intense.
You're a bit slow for that much effort.
That's what I mean, it looks so pathetic.
So this movement is where you go up, and this is where you go down, and blue and red are left and right. So pretty even on going up. Movement down, you see on the right you're a bit
I felt like I was a little bit stronger.
Yeah, a bit stronger. Yeah, pretty good.
So this actual machine would go at the same speed no matter how much force you put in, so it looks like I'm trying really, really hard and it's not moving. That's just the way it works. Now working internal and external rotation of the left and the right shoulder to see what the strength levels are like. We did 3 reps as hard as we can, in and out, full on the whole time. I pretty much held my breath for the whole time to try and just give it everything, but I almost passed out at some points, maybe trying a little bit too hard. So intense. So as you can see here, the left and the right arms were pretty similar on internal and external rotation, so nothing to worry about. Then it was time to get me lying down to do the bicep and tricep movements. They also strapped me in for this one. This was probably the toughest one out of the 4 for me, and as you can see by my facial expressions, I was not enjoying it.
Let's go, 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 go.
Nice. And come on.
Go, 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 go.
Pull. One more. Come on. And push. And pull again.
And again, as you can see by the results, the right side was slightly stronger than the left side, but no major discrepancy. And finally, the last movement was supination and pronation of the wrist. This inward and outward motion is usually seen when you're creating spin in tennis, so it's super important to test within both wrists. It's important to make sure that the machine was in the correct position so I could really get the most out of the machine, otherwise it was just in a weird position and I couldn't really move it properly. With every movement, we tested the range of motion before we started the exercise to make sure that I could fully do the movement, and then I just gave it everything during the 3 repetitions.
Very nice. And all the way. Nice. Perfect. In. Very good. Out. And one more. Come on. Let's go. Go. And outside again. Go. Nice. Very nice.
Right guys, so we just finished the testing on the strength. Left pretty exhausted, I guess. It's a weird type of feeling having a movement where the harder you push, like the slower it goes, which is really weird. But yeah, all the testing went good. We're now going to head to the tennis center where I'm doing a 3D analysis. But yeah, looking forward to it. Going to get a good physical warm up in, and excited and a little bit unsure of what's coming up next. Never done this before, and I've only seen it online. It looks a little bit intimidating. But yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully, that will give some good feedback on where I need to work on, what I need to work on, maybe some tweaks I need to make to my technique.
'Cause I feel like you've been distant from us both, falling off, just come home. Feel it till it all drop. Fool me once, that's shame on you. Now that's twice, I'm blaming you. 'Cause you make me feel things, feel so deeply. Keep me from falling so deep.
first thing we did was basically stick all of these reflective dots everywhere on my body. As you can see, there are lots of them. And this basically allows all of these cameras, which you can see, to track my movements and to create a 3D model of me as I play. This took around 15 to 20 minutes to actually do because there were so many little dots. And like you can see, that's in an awkward position there on my hand. So we even had to use lots of tape to make sure that it wouldn't come off when I was playing and sweating loads.
Go on, Felix, give us a smile.
And they even put 1 or 2 on the top and the bottom of my racket so they can track that as well. Right guys, so I'm all taped up. Feels really weird. I'm just gonna calibrate the system, get going. I think I'm gonna play for like 20-30 minutes, probably maybe more. And these are gonna track based on the cameras, and they're gonna get like a 3D analysis. It's probably the weirdest playing conditions ever. I feel like I look really stupid. I don't know, I can't see myself, but it's good. Good to go. Vamos.
Yeah.
So here you can see what it looks like in the 3D model. They're just calibrating me here so they have all of the points in the correct position. And then it was time to get going and hit some balls. I also got to hit some balls with Damien, who you might have seen if you watched one of our previous videos, which was a tie-break 10 a while back. Damien went to Princeton, is actually trying to play professional tennis now himself. He has a YouTube channel, I'll link it down below, go and check it out, go and subscribe. He's also going to be showing his journey to becoming a pro. And after all the tennis was done, we sat down for a full in-depth breakdown of what I can improve in my technique, how I can become injured and be more efficient, and also how I can improve my kinetic chain to make sure I'm getting the most out of my shot. If you want to see a full breakdown of exactly everything we talked through, we also compared my technique to Novak Djokovic's and Fernando Verdasco's. I'm going to be creating a full video for our channel members this coming Thursday, so if you haven't already, go and become a channel member and you'll have access to a full behind the scenes of this video, including a long, detailed analysis of my shots. On again?
Yes. Yeah, we've had enough of that.
But let's just break down the key points of what they said.
2 forehands, 2 backhands, 2 first serves and 1 second serve. From the frontal plane, we can see this is your like hip angle. The shoulder and arm comes pretty equal, pretty similar at the same time. Not one after the other, like it's chain, kinetic chain. Your knee bending is deeper. You're in a deeper position here. Here your shoulders are coming, which is quite good. And now your arms coming. So shoulder and arms, I think it's pretty well. But you can open up the hip a little bit earlier, so you get this push coming from the hip. So you have that hip flexion here, because we also see serves with a not completely straight but straighter position, which would increase your point where you can hit the ball because you have a more elevated spot.
Also, all of the music you heard during this video was actually created by Damien himself, so go and check it out down below on his Spotify, and also go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Next week, I'm going to be announcing my new tennis coach, so make sure that you subscribe and turn the bell notifications on to be notified when that video comes out. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.